Good morning, children. So, today we are going to start our 8th lesson explanation, and its name is Transfer of Heat. Its notes already you got in PDF. So, let us start the chapter. So, children, we have seen that on heating one end of an iron bar, the other end also gets hot. And if you want to take water in a beaker and heat it from below, then the whole of the water gets heated. Similarly, in spite of being a larger distance from the sun and the earth, heat reaches the earth from the sun and it gets heated up very easily. So, the propagation of heat from one place to another is called transfer of heat. Means the transferring of heat from one place to another is called transfer of heat. Now about the modes of transfer of heat. So children, there are three methods by which heat get transferred, and depends upon the nature and the state of matter, and that it is occurs in three ways, that is conduction, convection and radiation. Okay, so let us learn first about the transfer of heat through conduction. Okay, so conduction is the heat transfer in which the molecules of matter transfer heat without changing their position. You can see in this picture. So the transfer of heat through a material by direct contact, and the criteria of conduction of heat are as follows. The object should be in contact. As you can see, the burner and the frying pan are in contact with each other, and their temperature should be different. Okay, so these two are the criteria. So conditions. So this process takes place only when a hot object comes in contact with an object at a relatively low temperature, and this type of heat transfer is called conduction. Okay, children. So nextly I want to teach you about that what are conductors and insulators of heat. Often you have listened about the conductors and insulators of heat. So children, conductors are those which allow energy to pass, and insulators slow energy transfers. Okay, let me elaborate this. So the material that transfer heat easily through conductions are called conductors, and while those materials that do not transfer heat easily through conductions are called insulators or non-conductors. Okay, so all the metals are conductors of heat, while some materials like wood, thermocol, plastic are insulators. Okay, so this is the reason why the non-burning end of the burning wooden stick continues to remain at normal at room temperature, and liquid and gases are normally insulators of it. Don't forget, this is very important and confusing type of question, that liquids and gases are normally insulators of heat. Okay, so children, let us see about the some effects of heat conduction in our daily life. So for example, whenever you're cooking food want to cook food in short time, we use cooking utensils made from alloys of copper, aluminium or brass. All are conductors which allow for faster heat transfer of the food. That is why in the earlier days people were using utensils made up of stone. It took very long time to cook the food, so nowadays we are using utensils made from alloys of copper, aluminium or brass to cook it faster. Okay, so this is all about the conduction of heat transfer. Now we are going to see about convection. Okay, so what is convection method? Convection is the method of heat transfer which takes place due to the motion of molecules in liquids or gases. It is very important to note that over here, that it is the method which takes place due to the motion of molecules in liquid or gases. So children, let us see the convection currents in daily life so that you will understand it better. In houses and factories, smoke and hot air rises and dissipate outside. Okay, escaping through windows or ventilators or exhaust fans somewhere else, because they are lighter and than the surrounding air. Okay, the coldest part of the refrigerator, the freezer, is in the upper portion of the refrigerator. You all have noticed, you all are having fridge in your home, so that the air that gets cooled and becomes heavy due to contact with it start descending to the lower part. These convection currents makes the entire air inside the refrigerator cool, and that is why it has been arranged in the upstairs of the refrigerator. Okay, the next one is, since warm air is lighter, it remains in the upper part of the room, and this is why the reason the air from the ceiling fan is warm. Okay, I hope you understand what are the convection currents and what is convection. Now nextly we are going to see in the last, that is what is radiation. Okay children, radiation is the heat transfer for which no medium is required. It is a simple definition of it. It is a method of heat transfer in which no medium is required. A medium is required for both conduction and convection, but here there is no medium in the is required. Okay, so there is no medium in the space between the sun and the earth. Instead there is a vacuum. Okay, but the heat from the sun reaches still to the earth. Okay, so this is because of radiation. Okay, so heat absorbed the body being heated through a radiation depends on the distance between the body and the source of heat. Okay, the larger the distance, the less heat, and the smaller the distance, the more heat. That is why the planets are far away from the sun compared to the earth, receive less heat and are cold. Okay, and all hot bodies, that is solid, liquid or gas, radiate heat. The amount of radiated heat depends upon the temperature of the body, color of the body. For example, black color absorb more heat, or the nature of the surface of the body, that is either rough or smooth. Okay, so this is all about radiation. And black color surface are the good radiators of heat in comparison to the shiny or other color surface. Okay, they are the good emitters of heat. Means dark color surface are the good emitters of heat in comparison to the light color surface. That is why in the summer we are wearing light colored clothes, so that heat absorption is low and we do not feel hot. Light colored clothes reflect most of the heat radiation, and so it is comfortable to wear light colored clothes in summer. Okay children, so and in contrary to that, in the winter we prefer to wear dark colored clothes because they are good absorber of heat and helps to prevent us from the cold. Okay, second example is that in the bottom of the cooking pans, the interior of the solar cooker, all are painted black in color. Why? Because they can absorb more heat. Okay, and kettles are usually made shiny to prevent the tea kept inside from getting cold. This is all about the radiation. The next and the last topic of this chapter is thermoflask. That is the steel bottle what we are nowadays we are using in our daily life. That steel bottle we are calling it that thermoflask. So we use a thermoflask to keep the temperature of the cold or hot liquids unchanged. Whenever you are keeping cold water in that, it remains cold for a longer time, and whenever you are keeping hot water in that, it remains hot for the long time. This flask is constructed in such a way to try and prevent the flow of heat from the liquid kept inside through conduction, convection or radiation. Let us learn all these things in detail. So children, it is generally constructed using double layered glass. You can see in this picture, by evacuating the air between the layers of glass. Since there is no medium between the layers, the heat does not flow due to convection or conduction. As you know that medium is required to flow for flowing of heat in the conduction or convection, and this bottle is then closed with a cork or plastic cap. This glass bottle is then placed inside another bottle of the same shape but of bigger size. Okay, the cork, which is the bad conductor of heat, is used as a base to prevent the inner bottle breaking due to the shock. Okay, means sometimes it will be fallen down so as to prevent it from general shock. We use cork in that. Okay, and to prevent the loss of heat by radiation, both the walls of the double layered bottle are painted with silver polish. Okay, so conductor and convection required medium, and radiation did not require any medium, so that's why they are painted with silver polish. The inner silver polish layer reflect heat back to the hot liquid in the flask so that it does not cool down. Okay, so whatever heat is transferred to the surface of the bottle, so it is painted silver, so that whatever heat it will absorb, again it will reflect back to the water. The walls in the evacuated double wall region are also silver to reduce heat emission or absorption. Thus energy does not flow into or out of the flask by any of the medium of heat transfer, that is conduction, convection or radiation, and or if sometimes it does also, it flows very slowly. Therefore the temperature in the thermos does not change for a long time. I hope you understood this procedure. So children, chapter is almost finished, and from Monday onwards you people are having exam. So go through that exam portion very nicely, and having a doubt then ask to me directly, okay?